goddamn. Talk to them. We done been him. My keys. Leave them at home. It's 4 in the morning. Now we gonna sell out the garden. The garden. Alright. Oh, Jesus, I know you about to. He's like,
I just wanted to hear the garden.
Demonetized. You know what I'm saying?
First
we
he
ain't
sold
getting
out
a penny.
the Barkley.
Yeah.
Then he sold out the Guardian. It's all about progression, bro.
He said, back in Atlanta it's 10 o'clock. Where I'm at right now, it's 4 in the morning. He said that.
Bro.
That's what he said.
He a day ahead.
He's ahead of his time. You see what I'm saying?
It's just different.
I'm just saying. I mean, a couple episodes ago, we did say Kevin Gates was better than Gunna. We as a collective, we as a community decided who is the better artist, and I still believe. And I know that you agree that Kevin Gates is better than Gunna. So at the end of the day,
can I ask them a question?
I just want you to know I love you. You know what I'm saying?
Who
Gates.
Who do you say you love?
That we fuck with Kevin Gates more than anything.
Stop with this we.
It's we. It's together, bro.
Nah, nigga, I don't speak French, nigga.
Je parle en français maintenant. Sacré vie.
Just because you're doing the accent, that don't.
You gotta do the accent though. French. I feel like when you do the accent, it just
you think
adds
that's French though.
Yeah, it's like, you know what I mean. If I sat here and said, I said, je parle en français, monsieur, you'd be like,
Je parle.
Yeah, je parle en français.
Is that right?
Je parle français.
Let's get the French people.
Yo, all my French people, come through and tell me what it means.
I can't even say it.
I did French immersion. I'm just saying. It's been a while, but we did what we had to do.
In grade 1, dude.
I feel like
how young were you when you were in French?
When we were in Morocco and people were speaking French, you know what I'm saying? Who directed us? Who got us out of there?
We all had the translate app open, bro. What are we talking about? What?
I didn't talk to a couple people though. A couple people, we was conversing.
Speaking French.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm trying to tell you.
Out of all of us, you're definitely the highest.
And so that's what I'm saying. You gotta come with the accent, man. Sometimes you gotta fake it till you make it. Je m'appelle Roman. Sacré vie. I just feel like they say the sacré vie. It just always sounds like.
Oh, hey. Stop saying that. First time was a little sketchy. Heard the second time,
you're like,
I don't know about all that.
I
don't know if I agree with that.
Man, these guys are something else. Y'all know what it is, man. Thank you so much for tuning into a new episode of the Perspective Podcast. So we're here to change your perspective
and elevate your mindset.
Y'all know what it is. Y'all know you got Roman here in the cut with you.
And you got Joshua here.
That's him. You know what I'm saying? Okay. We here. You know, every Wednesday we're going to drop a new episode on your head top. So make sure you stay in tune with us. Make sure you stay locked in to this $100 million Empire Road 2. You know what I'm saying? We just here to give y'all a new perspective, give y'all a new mindset. Just give you something for the week to digest, to take in, man, to really just, dwell on and try to be better for. I just appreciate you. We appreciate you for just being here and being locked in. Share this with your best friend, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, the person you don't like, the person you do like. You know what I'm saying? Send it to everybody is what I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? It's really just one of those ones, man. So in light of Gunna song, in light of just us being us, can we talk to him real quick?
Who?
Him.
Yeah, who?
Him. You never just talk to him?
Yeah. Yeah, I do all the time. Ooh.
I'm saying him, that inner person in you. That man that's in you, him, when you
man in me, then. I'm sorry, I'm just hard one today. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm all in today. I'm tweaking.
It's ain't no man in me.
You take that back, bro.
Stop playing.
Nah, but
the streets gonna feel me. Like,
I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. But yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Talk to him, man. I think so many times we think about and we talk about, traumas, things that we go through. Maybe we don't talk about it enough. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we've had a hard week. we've had some hard times, and so I thought, what better time to be introspective? What better time to really sit down and speak to that inner person that's inside of us, to speak to him, to encourage him to go on another day, to encourage him to be better, to encourage him to be consistent, to keep showing up. Because I feel like so many times people just want to tune in and say, hey, can I speak to that inner version of me? Can I speak to that inner child that needs healing? That might have been turned away when he was a kid, but is going through some traumas, and now he reflects it in his day-to-day life. And he reflects it now that he's older. Can we talk to him? You know what I'm saying? And him is you. Him is, whether you're male or female, I just feel like, him is him. It's just saying that best version of you. Can we talk to him? Who is him? And if you had something to say to him, what would you say?
You first you open up. What would you say to him?
Damn, see how you just flip it back?
Yeah, you just came a whole new.
Bow, gotcha. When I speak to him, I feel like you are better than you thought you were. That your confidence, even when you were younger, might have deterred you from doing a lot of things, but the more that you experience life, the more that you wake up and want to be better, the more that you decide, that little boy in you will be so proud of where you are today. So when I think about speaking to him, I say you're a lot further along than you thought you were. I would say that you are exactly where you believed that you would be, but so far from what you wished. I believe sometimes I'm exactly where I need to be, but where I wish I could be, man, and I just chase that version. So when I speak to him, keep your head up, keep smiling, keep being you in whatever climate, whatever country, whatever continent, whatever condition, whatever circumstances you're in. You're him, and nobody can take that from you.
It's turned into an ASMR.
It's just like
super ASMR. Talk your talk though.
That one was yeah.
Mm.
Him. What would you say? What would you say to him? What would you say to that inner version, that person that's inside you, that little boy? Talk to him. Just.
I don't think I'd say anything to him. I can't think of anything. Are you asking what I would say? What I do say?
Either one.
Yeah, I don't know if I would say anything to him. I mean, my whole thing has been trying to let go of the younger version, I think my whole thing has been trying to push past it and no longer be in that space, and be that same person, so like the whole goal is to not necessarily forget it, because I think it's a part of you, but to not revel in it and romanticize it. It's
true.
My whole thing's been trying to find a new version that I can subscribe to. Like you said, finding who you could be. Like that's my whole thing. Trying to get in touch with more so him, that future state, and lock in with him, because even though it's hard to conceptualize sometimes what I want to see for myself for that future version of me, I get little glimpses and ideas in the moment. So like just trying to almost solidify, and if it makes any sense, like paint the picture more clear in my own head as to what that person is, and then like constantly just trying to be in alignment with that. That idea in the Bible, like what would Jesus do? I think it's powerful, and you can use it and apply it to literally anyone in your life. What would my dad do in this moment? What would someone you admire, or what would Marcus Aurelius, what would
Great teacher, yeah.
What would King Solomon, something like that,
Wisest man ever.
What would they do in this situation? And I think in my whole life, holistically what I try to ask myself, what would that future version of me do? So, and try and lock in on that. So yeah, that would be the thing I'd say to myself. I don't know if that's like a cheap try to answer.
No. I feel like I hear you, and it's directly in line of who you are.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like, you know, they might not know, but like, I just know that's you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You really do not like to dwell on that old, because you are always focused on the new and always wanting to progress and do better and do things. So, you know, I'm just so proud of you for being on that journey and being that person.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm an overthinker, so like if I dwell too much, bro, I'm just gonna get lost in it. So I gotta push past. You can't like overanalyze, or you're just gonna be stuck in one spot. So you just gotta keep going.
Do you think that everyone is an overthinker? Because I think I have this understanding. Because I mean, I even have the book on overthinking, because I just believe that it's like maybe we just all overthink so much. But do you believe that everybody's an overthinker, or maybe not everybody, but
I can't.
I guess you can't say everybody.
Yeah, I can't really speak for everybody.
Yeah.
I really can't.
The majority, like I don't.
I think people do dwell. I mean, I think people do. Yeah, overanalyze and dwell and procrastinate. Because I think that's really what that road leads you down. You know, delaying things that have already been given to you and already in your hands, and because you're over, you're not moving forward. So I think I've seen more so the action of it than being able to look deep in someone's mind and say they're the type like they're overthinking it. I've seen more people just delay things. So yeah, that'd be my answer. I don't know if everyone does that, because I know the greatest people and the people we all look up to have done amazing things in this world. They don't have that switch, you know. They have the let's get it done now, let's do it now, let's figure it out, let me take that step, regardless of the risk, regardless of the fear, regardless of the failure that I might experience. I'm gonna take that step, you know. And I think that's what separates them from the normal.
Fair. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, I only asked the question because I just feel like, you know, we all do overthink, we all do dwell, like you said. Some more than others. Some might be a little bit more cerebral in their thinking. But I just think that it's such a rabbit hole that you can get yourself into. You overthinking and you feeling as if, I think it was Seneca that said that that our fear of the unknown, we suffer more in the unknown than actually knowing. We suffer more in overthinking of this imaginary hurt and pain than it actually would feel when we go through this hurt and pain. You know what I mean? Like in thought is more painful sometimes than going through those actions. And so I think that overthinking is such a sticky thing. I think it's such a spark word. Like a lot of people just use the word overthinking but don't understand the real meaning behind it. But I just believe that when you are an overthinker, when you're somebody that's cerebral, that sits down and has to go through the problem multiple times, I thought it was a negative thing until you get into some situations where you have to be. And so I think it is a positive. I think that the derogatory term that we put over overthinking isn't a bad thing when you need to be in thought, when you need to be in deep thought, when you need to be stoic or understand certain things. So it's like anything in access could be obviously detrimental, but overthinking isn't a bad thing when you are trying to reach better, when you are trying to be better. It might paralyze you and have you stuck in certain moments, and now you have this pause or delay or stagnant movement. But overthinking in the concept of the word isn't really a negative if you are somebody that needs to be in thought or continuous thought to be better.
Yeah, I think it's all seasons.
Yeah.
What are you in? I mean, for a good example, overthinking, like PTSD, you've had some type of trauma.
Sure.
Overthinking, it can drown you, but then it also could be a benefit, just like going over the whole situation, you know. That may be considered overthinking to some people, but you need to hash out every detail about what happened.
This is why we put things on mute
on D&D, my bad.
D&D. You need to be a D&D warrior. You see what I'm saying? A D&D warrior. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted everybody to know it's never been me. It's never. In what is this? What episode is this? Is this 58?
Never. It could. We could say. Never.
I'm saying never. I think I know 3 episodes where you have
twice. I remember Halloween.
Halloween was a big one.
Halloween.
Because we sat there like this, like.
Ringing all right. Sorry, that one didn't go through, but it's ringing all my arm. But yeah,
Halloween was a crazy
Halloween
one.
Was fun.
And then I think it was like the 3rd episode. I think it was in Barcelona, either Barcelona or the one right before Barcelona, when we were after Anguilla and all that. I think you rang off. We were like, yeah.
Like y'all didn't got no call. Like your D&D is.
Yeah, my D&D is crazy.
And then the one time you did have your D&D, it was only a text. So it's like stupid stuff.
Yeah, man. Like even.
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes you gotta stay on D&D. You know what I'm saying? If we could change. If we could do a half title, you know what I'm saying? Slash. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know? I would say changing him or talking to him or speaking to him. Yeah. Slash, keep your phone on D&D. You know what I'm saying? Isolate. Yeah, man. Get away from them, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to answer your phone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I ain't trying to get no calls. Sorry, you was just disappear. Yeah, man.
But yeah, like I was saying. Let me get back in my groove.
That boy trying to get back on that train, boy.
Back on that track.
See that TGC still work? What is it? You still got them tickets?
But yeah, I think even to push, let's go to the next topic because I like isolate. I think it is seasonal. Yeah. And that's what I was saying. Listing out the PTSD.
Yeah, trauma.
And your trauma and actually getting it out and know every aspect of the situation that helps you to create a roadmap for the mistakes you made.
For sure.
So yeah, like there's a positive to overthinking for sure. I think that's probably like the only reason I've ever seen to consciously overthink.
Is to find that roadmap. Is to find that way of getting out of the situation. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, like when I say roadmap, it's like something bad happens to you in your life. You have no idea how it happened, what transpired to get there. But you're scarred in some way, and you're just like rambling, and you're constantly thinking about it. That just means that psychologically, there's a hole in your map somewhere, and you fell into it. So by you going back over it, trying to see the details that led up to it, it becomes more concrete. See where I'm about to go with this? More concrete in a way that it fills that hole and leads you, and now your road is fixed. So. Yeah, going over and hashing over that stuff is a positive too.
Talk to them. Yeah, I think that's the only way that you can fix the real pothole.
Okay. Well, you know that.
Don't play with me, boy. I'm trying to tell you, boy.
Yeah.
We can really turn up. You know what I'm saying? Poetry was my best subject. You know? Yeah. But I think that you're right. I think that's the problem with a lot of us. A lot of us are going over the roadmap of our lives and allowing potholes to become bigger and fester. And the problem is too many potholes and too many places become a sinkhole. You know what I'm saying? And so if we don't sit back and decide to go back over that road, go back over that pavement and fix the traumas, pour cement into the holes, being able to do what needs to be done, but first addressing the problem and then deciding that I'm going to work through it, that I'm going to put the gravel in, to mix the cement, to whatever, to go through the process of fixing that hole that needs plugging. I need you to understand, I need us to understand that without doing that, don't be confused when life becomes a bumpy road, when life becomes this thing that's unstable, but you never fixed the road that you said that you want to always be on, that you have to always be on, because that's life. You know, if you don't go back and do the work, then don't complain about the experience of you going over and having to drive through the rest of life. Yeah. Don't complain that your tire might be popped going through the rest of your life. Yeah. You didn't fix the hole, so of course every time you have to come back and park, that shit is gonna get messed up. You know what I'm saying?
It will happen again.
It's gonna happen if you don't address it. You go over a pothole hard enough, you gonna think you at a roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? You go over that. You just. I'm sorry. I'm trying to. Yeah, because it's too. Sometimes some of them are too deep. Some of them you can't see because it's rain over. Some of them you just don't realize and you don't think it's that bad till you really go over it. You know what I'm saying? When Jane was doing this whole reconstruction, Jane and Finch, you know those potholes were deezed.
Yeah, probably.
Deezed. I remember one time, I think I have a voice recording of me going over one, pause. And I screamed. Like, I'm like, you know, like, because at this point I thought the car was done.
Real tears.
I thought it was a wrap. I said I just got these new winter tires.
Yeah.
And boom! And when I
You
looked,
did not react like that. You said, I said, God damn.
I said, yeah.
Okay.
I think I was trying to have a normal conversation. It's just that, but it shook me to my core. You know what I'm saying? And the only way that gets fixed is somebody reporting in and say, hey, I need you to tend to this. I need you to think about this. Can you go in and fix it? Can you do the work?
Yeah.
And once that is done, now I can go over it and I'm good. And I forget now when I'm driving over there, I forget because now it's fixed. Now it's been tended to. Now somebody has gone through the problem, gone through the process and fixed it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if I said nothing, if nobody said nothing, if nobody went through it and went through the process, I'd be going over and again.
Yeah, and I think that's the only way to forget it
sure.
is to first fix the problem. Like if something's still ruminating in your head, something like you have dreams about it, it's still coming up. You gotta ruminate over it until it's something you can actually forget. Like me, I be forgetting things in my life. Y'all gotta remind me. I have a weird memory, selective memory.
It's really bad.
But for certain things, I just forget because, and it's why I feel as though it's because I've learned the lesson from it. So I'm past it.
You're good.
And I'm on to them.
Which is a blessing and a curse. I'm just saying. Because sometimes I be trying to make you remember something and you can't remember nothing. And I'm like, come on. I got to replay the story for you. You know what I'm saying? But it's a blessing when you go through traumas or different things that might be hardships. Yeah. It's like the best shooter is the one that forgets his last shot. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You are like a blank canvas. The next day, it's time to go back and get to the work. You know, where some people, I might be more of I went to the gym yesterday. I don't have to go today. I remember what that pain was like yesterday. I don't got to go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. And it's a blessing and a curse. But at the end of the day, it's how you want to use the blessings that God gave you. That's all. You know what I'm saying? You know how it go. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Perspective Podcast. So we're here to change your perspective
and elevate your mindset.
Man. We're just here to elevate y'all. We just want y'all to be better, to be great. At the end of the day, every Wednesday we're dropping a new episode. So make sure you tune in. Make sure you get locked in with us. Send it to whoever you want to send it to because you want them to be better. That's why you tuned in. Yeah. I don't want you to just take all this treasure and not give it away. You know what I'm saying? I need you to spread the wealth. Okay, nice. Be kind. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? You know, and we want better for you and your family. Okay, and your people, your kinfolk. You know what I'm saying? Whoever you wanna put on. You know what I'm saying? The choice is yours. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, at the end of the day, man, we just want you guys to be great. I want you to know that we love you, that we're proud of you, that we're praying for you, and we're gonna be here next Wednesday to give y'all some new games. So what are we doing? You know what it is? Perspective Pod. Yes, Lord.